And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Shadow Empire in the Republica DLC. And we're technically at peace now on round 96. We have 6 decisions. Oops, I forgot to put heroes or leaders to fill that promise. That was even an easy one to complete. No new orders there. Deal with the strikes. Protests, we deal with those as well with money.
Aye, aye, sir.
Vigilante justice,
Yes,
mitigate that as best you can. Critical success. Beleaguered trader column at the border. The Federation is the blackmailers, right? No, the Federation is not the blackmailers. It's not the Raiders, that's the Raiders. I do want mind, so I'm tempted to just pay here. Yeah, we'll pay.
That.
We don't need to go back to war right away. If we're thinking about offering protection, well, they're at a war with the majors. At the moment, we accept the credits and want the morality. I'm not worried if that's pissing the Raiders off, because the Raiders we can't negotiate a peaceful annexation with anyway at the moment. That is not in the cards. And if it's not in the cards, I'm not very interested necessarily in giving them everything they want. Okay, that's the Western Front. Oop, forgot a hex up north. Let's send someone to deal with that eventually. Truck station's done. Let's make this a zone then.
Acknowledged. Confirming orders.
And then we probably wanted to have control of those mines, so we do something like that. At some point we'll enter extract from those locations. That day is not today. And then I do want to continue expanding this truck station.
Acknowledged. Confirming orders.
So that gives us a target for how many colonists to send.
Acknowledged. Confirming orders.
There we go. Okay, we went through most of industry, which is one of the reasons we, well, probably actually spent too much industry there. Yeah, we're gonna have some delays. Unless I get really lucky with a revised IP, and have some
Order
delays.
acknowledged.
Wait. That's why I want geotectonics, because that'll help with building through roads through deserts and stuff. And I'm pretty sure we rolled Siwa class world here. I clicked right. So this should have been a fairly friendly planet. Ecology. Yeah, I don't see which way I can check up pretty quickly. Go check the political ones as well. I'm not gonna do that. That seems tedious. Construction. So we got truck station, truck station, truck station. So we should be seeing more supplies arriving at the front. Okay. So that's moving over here, at least until you're building out roads to support eastward expansion. Although there is quite a bit of potential eastward expansion there, so that might be tempting to do. And we're saving it for or saving it metal and at some point probably industry for geotectonics. Okay, let's cycle the turn. In comparison to the excitement of the last 3 to 4 parts, this part might be a little bit more on the boring side. We're at peace. We're preparing for the blackmailers to probably blackmail their way back into war again. But until they do that, we're not too worried about things getting spicy. Round 97, over the end turn we killed 400 marauders. We've got 8 decisions. I'm filling promises left and right. Polymer armor completed, automated factories, nice. Indignation over opulence. Upset about his private palace. Yeah, we'll just take his private palace away.
Roger that.
Indignation about his entourage. That's at least giving him some intimidate, which is occasionally useful for his class, so we're just going to support the sentiments. We're not actually going to do anything about it.
Affirmative.
Okay, with polymer armor done, we're going to go back to finish up cluster bombs.
Roger that.
Yes,
Time
sir.
tax rebate. Ominous sealed door. Study the situation first, I think, is the way to go here for at least role-playing reasons. So we don't know if it is actually safe. New governor for the new zone. Got a cap 1, which is probably not the person we want to give it to. Well, it might be the person we end up giving it to.
Copy that.
Camp 3, civilian. Yeah, that's going to be in the works. For the old cap 1. You good job, because you have cap 3.
going in. Run! Run! Run!
Okay, no significant damage to me, but no real benefit either. Okay, you were supposed to, help with the logistics. It might be helping. No, it might literally not actually have been helping. Okay. For whatever reason, we haven't seen any of your effects on the logistics net yet. Well, short term, until we actually see real logistic improvements up that line, we're apparently not advancing over there. It should be sorting itself out, but it isn't yet. My word score is looking a little bad after all the failures in the recent period of time. The rail station's done, although it isn't going to do anything until we give it some rails. Up to 44 victory score. Prospecting. Vans does have something, but it's probably not anywhere near where we care about. Polymer armor is done. We just queued something else up. Geotectonics has got 4 turns left. Probably after that, we'd go power banks, so we can store more power. Well, we need high-tech and integer to really pay for power banks, because we need high-tech parts for it. But power banks, while we're waiting for high-tech to research, if we don't get high-tech after power banks, or by the time power banks is done, we'll do serpentization. Again, while we're waiting for high-tech. Both of those really require us to have reliable supply of high-tech, but once we do, water to power, store the power, use the power to expand the bureaucracy. Be the plan. Legendary
Copy
speech.
that.
Getting an 8 virtue, getting us up to 95. That's pretty good.
Order acknowledged. Order acknowledged.
Auto factory.
Aye, aye, sir.
And do some more improvised IP.
Order acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
And we'll sell some petrol to make some money. And we'll see if we get lucky. The industry will allow us to, as we get geotectonics, get some good rails going. To at least stabilize the logistics between our backbone cities. Down to 33. Admin strain there. Good to see. I suppose now that you're not causing strain, you might actually be worth improving. Not at the moment, though. Not at the moment. Oh, let's build the government buildings here.
Affirmative.
Improve the quality of life.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
I'm not going to be able to dump enough workers in here, so it's going to be
Affirmative.
some delays.
Affirmative. Standing by. Affirmative.
Oh, that's been set up right. Okay. Give them the salary raise. Anyway.
Affirmative.
Getting attacked by the Marauders. Holding, though, so no concerns anywhere. Killed 500 infantry and 10 tanks. It's round 98. We have 9 decisions. You discovered heavy combat armor. Okay, that's a good discovery.
Understood.
Roger that.
Let the rallies continue. Confirm.
Acknowledged. Confirming orders.
Copy that.
Confirm. Do motorized
Understood.
MG.
Yes, sir.
One-time fixed tax rebate for the zone, which is nothing. I think this is the new zone that has no pops, and the tax rebate scales with the number of, people in the city. That is not working for the government.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Copy that. Going in. Mission successful.
Okay. Just got that one down there, and that makes the western border secure. Doesn't necessarily look very secure, but it'll be secure. Okay, now we're seeing the effects of the bottleneck being fixed. Good to see.
Fire in the hole. Mission successful.
So much better when the logistics is working. Just be like, yeah, I want this unit over there. And they'll actually be there.
successful.
Yeah, so I want to expand on these roads. Although expanding on these roads would also benefit from waiting to geotectonics in 2 turns. So I should probably wait until we have geotectonics in 2 turns. Yeah, we did have some delays. Those were expected. It just means all those projects will take 1 more turn. That's because we have shortage of workers here, which we can actually remedy this. Oh, it has been remedied this turn.
Affirmative.
Set the problem. Well, that might be wrong. We'll see. Yeah, if anything, I can probably turn recruiting down. We're going to finish this up, and then we're going to be limited by roads and rails, which are problems we can solve, but don't necessarily don't require me recruiting more troops. Review 44.3. Virtue, of course, we're dropping. Oh, this is word score. I was about to say we're dropping into being soft again. That'll probably come back to haunt us in a little bit. Yeah, 2 turns we get geotectonics. Can I resist trying to run off the end of my road for 2 turns? Let's say yes, even if it isn't true. Yeah, bureaucratic office and capital should finish. We'll probably want to immediately go expand that again to 5, but that wouldn't be too terrible. The big concern there would be obviously eat all the power. Jump from 500 fuel to 150 fuel. I actually have the fuel on hand, so if I needed to, I could do that. That wouldn't be a problem. Okay. Round 99, we got 6 decisions. Discovered synthetic fuel. Completed cluster bombs. Covered the heavy tank. Free press. Let's play free press this time. And here, enact festivities laws. On the initiative of the Equality Party, the Parliament is holding a vote on whether to enact the festivities law. This law will ensure there are a number of days per year where festivals will be organized. Population, work, and happiness plus 1 per turn. Costs 10% of remaining creds, or a minimum of 178. Everyone's in favor. I don't actually have the ability to push hard enough against this to stop it. So even if I wanted to stop it, I'm not going to be able to. We'll just let it happen.
Acknowledged. Confirming orders. Acknowledged. Confirming orders.
Order acknowledged.
Heavy combat armor.
Roger that.
Heavy combat armor is so good. I don't need heavy tank, I don't need assault gun. A heavy tank might be tempting when we get polymer armor. Oh no, we have polymer armor. Well, that's the thing. Blueprinting. Light tank. Light tank, we were struggling because we were on steel plate. Polymer armor. Biggest howitzer gun. Okay. Medium tank. Same sort of logic. We were struggling because we were on polymer. Or on steel. If we go to polymer, we're at +5, so we can get the biggest guns, keep +10. I can go lip. Yeah, okay, that'll work. Let's redesign our tanks. Maybe field a couple.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Okay, so due to tonics removes the penalty for moving across unusual terrain. Rocky Plains is not unusual, so we'll just build this road. It's not going to get cheaper if we save for next turn. That's not the case in the desert. We do get a major cost saving in the desert, so we should resist building in the desert where we don't need to, for at least a turn. Construction finished. Delay, delay, delay. Should have enough workers for that to work. We're going to put in some more populations. The civilian sector has some workers. Anyway, so all those quality life buildings will finish next turn. Bureaucratic Office 4 in the capital is done. Grade you to 5.
Aye, aye, sir.
Assuming we have power. And yeah, I should have enough because we're losing 1,000 a turn to overflow, so should have enough. Yeah, resist building. We'll build 1 hex here. The plains clay shouldn't be any terrain mod construction costs, so that shouldn't be get cheaper. Deserts aren't. Deserts are going to be cheaper. Deserts are going to be cheaper. Deserts are going to be cheaper. Over here, we're looking at deserts and deserts, and obviously all the rails are deserts. Do we even have a truck station here? We do. It's a public one. I'm gonna fix that. Find the public one. It's no longer public. And upgrade me, please.
Yes, sir.
You probably want more workers. Can I get you more workers? Nope. Oh, I already spent all the colonists, so of course I can't send more workers. All the colonists are spent. Government-wise. Good passionate speech. We'll hold off for a little while so we get a bigger bonus. Free pass.
Copy that.
What was my lowest opinion? Leaders. Like 22 should probably get fixed. So, stratagem on you. Give you a bonus.
Copy that.
I want more than a +8. Give you no state.
Copy that.
There we go. Director of the Staff Council. Same sort of logic. We want better than 42 on you. Give you an official gift.
Copy that.
That should be a good step in the right direction. Simon Vickers. You actually have some decent stats. You're never going to get any better. But at least you're decent at what you're doing, which is commanding infantry.
Copy that.
Have a medal. Okay, so everything's over 50. I think it's a good place to leave this turn. Again, victory progress is slow, but it is moving towards victory. We killed 900 infantry with the intern. It's round 100. We got 7 decisions. Completed our geotectonics. Completed a redesign of our tank.
Roger that.
Power mix.
Order acknowledged.
Medium tank. Which are going to go to the full howitzer and the full polymer armor. With the big engine.
Wilco.
We let Liferages in.
Understood.
Charismatic Union Chief. 50-50 on the bribery roll. We'll take the 50-50.
Understood.
Rolled 115. Still protested off the first round of beers, but after the 5th round, they forgot all about their grievances for some reason. Military advisors requested. This is... Yeah, we'll do this. The autocracy isn't too bad. I can work with autocracy.
Going in. Mission successful.
There we go. So, we're technically at peace with the rebels, because we're at peace with the people that own the rebels, in the case of the Republicans. So we actually got a nice secure western border at this point, as everyone on the western border is at peace with us, either directly or indirectly. So geotectonics is done. So let's do the enabling roads for our offensive. So we want to extend this one a little bit. Like so. And then this one, I suppose we are getting from there. So let's... Okay, still playing that's the cheapest way to go. It's fair. And then you can cross there. And then we're in rail territory. So, I want you to construct a rail out to... Yeah, out to there. Can afford that. And then, can I get all the way out to there? Yes. Okay. And then here we build a rail head.
Wilco.
more rail down along this way. And now you can see we're going through the desert. So this would have been even more expensive for geotectonics. I got the metal, I got the industry. It's a little tight, but we'll work with it. And again, we're gonna put a railhead here.
Yes, sir.
Next one is gonna be out to there, and then sort of there to there, and then up to this one, probably last. And then after that, it'll be all the way up to the front lines. We'll probably come to the front lines from 3 different directions, but 3 different railheads, so that we got reliable supply all around. But that's going to request a lot of metal, so that's way off in the future. Way off in the future.
Copy that.
Yeah, let's turn some money into IP.
Order acknowledged.
200 more IP is not going to be terrible. Anyway, let's cycle the turn. Again, victory overview-wise, we're at 45. There's a chance we win without having to fight either of the majors again. Just because of how much territory, to be fair, is actually tied up in the miners, or how much population is tied in the miners. The unclaimed miner territories. Round 101, we got 7 decisions. Discovered laser rifles. Automated factory. You like me, it's expensive jewelry.
Yes,
Thomas
sir.
can't take it away. Expensive jewelry again. And you reasonably like me, so just take it away for the virtue.
Understood.
If we disassemble it, we get guided RPG. Or we get 50 BP. 50 BP is tempting. But I'm just gonna take guided RPG.
Understood. Yes, sir. Aye, aye, sir. Understood. Open fire! Open fire! Mission successful.
Okay, not a bad result. Now we're back to moving eastward. Yep, I think we're getting enough enough soldiers coming in. I'm going to temporarily call up 3 zones providing us with soldiers
Aye, aye, sir.
and tell them don't
Aye, aye,
recruit from the
sir.
population anymore.
Standing by for
Understood.
We're still going to get soldiers because I only had them set up to give 500 each. And we're getting 2,000, so we're getting
Understood.
500 from assets. That's
Standing by.
500 people coming
Yes,
from the
sir.
void, basically, which we will obviously keep using those.
Yes, sir.
But I'm probably at the point where I can run off of 500 a turn. I don't need a full 2,000. Railhead's completed. That's good to see. We'll go a couple more turns before we do any more rail expansion. Or do I? Shouldn't be too hard to get there. To go for the next one would be a bit expensive. Because then we're going to desert, but that one's actually pretty cheap. Yeah, that's only 500 metal. That's doable. That's up in the thousands, so that's not doable. That one's actually... Oh, yeah, because we're going across the desert. Almost 2k metal. Yeah, okay. But still, putting the rail out to there at least connects the 3 main cities by rail. That should help a lot with the logistics. Definitely don't need the connection. With the rail in there, I don't need that connection anymore. Between these two. Oh, and you can use some more government workers, apparently. So we'll give you 1,000.
Affirmative.
Have you hired up all the way yet? You have. No. Yes. Okay, what's... Why are you complaining about not enough workers? Oh. It needed them last turn when it was building the truck station improvement. Because the truck station improvement is so close to completion, it doesn't need them anymore. That's where the math difference is coming from. Like, you're complaining about not having enough workers, but you have plenty of workers? What? This problem's been solved. Still thinking about one up here for mining the metal and the artifacts, but hold off a little bit there. I'm not... Well, I am interested in more metal. In fact, if I want more metal, that's probably the place to start. Okay, expand that mine, except I can't because it's a level 1 city. To expand the mine, it'd be a level 2 city. So we have to dump enough people in the city to get it to level up. Okay.
Good morning.
Copy that. Copy that.
Okay. You could use improvised IP for more... Oh, definitely get the factory out. Factory.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, let's do an improvised IP.
Order acknowledged.
These guys don't need the road yet, although we've got the industry if we wanted to give them road. And then the rail actually is mostly going to cost metal. So I need to stockpile up metal for that. Round 102, we got 12 decisions. Assemble vocalizer tower. That's my attention. We'll give it to them.
Confirming orders.
Take morality. I don't really want the
Yes,
heart.
sir.
We'll take the morality. Advisor. Take it
Yes,
away from
sir.
you. Got protest against the CEO. Again, I think we'll take that away from you.
Aye, aye, sir.
Major virtuous crisis. Decry the foreign manipulation. Take the blame yourself and whitewash the nation. Declare we can surmount this setback. There, a major and very serious crisis has developed. A voice long cherished in VidCom dramas has been exposed as the ringleader of a secret circle trafficking the very children who once sang their songs. That isn't good. News fractures homes. Parents smash records and screens, weeping with a hatred they can't direct anywhere safe. This case has taken a hysterical life of its own. Everybody seems to be in shock. Impacted the public opinion so much that due to demagogues that has long criticized the lack of change of a political system. Inertia breeds disaster. People feel the end is near. The prophecies of the fall are coming true. We need to contain the damage to virtue somehow. How do we contain the damage? Decry foreign manipulation. Move towards fist and autocracy. Take the blame yourself and whitewash the nation. Heart and merit. Or declare that we can surmount this setback. We're going mind in democracy, so we're just going to go for this last option here. We have public announced all VidCom channels. We have stumbled, yes, but the nations are not judged by the fall, only how they rise. We will not be defined by disgrace, but by endurance. From this wound, a stronger purpose will grow.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. I'm on it.
And that very much feels like the game saying, you know, you can't have max virtue all the time. That's maybe not what's intended there, but that's kind of what it feels like. Okay.
Wilco.
Democracy high, accident with the crew. It's my fault, that works. Guardians offer technology,
Copy
we'll take that. And now we need to get some more virtue. We take that passionate
Copy
speech.
that.
0.1 is barely a step in the vaguely right direction. Okay. I have a suspicion with that big mouse that we're going to very rapidly decline back into a spoiled, democracy, but we'll see. Yeah, we can now officially decline into spoiled democracy just every turn. Okay, no dice yet. Moving eastward. We got you locked down. Apparently the problems we're having over here have cleared up a little bit. See if that helps with allowing us to advance forward. I've probably overspent the industry this turn, but that'll be fine. Yeah, worst case scenario, it's just going to delay the command palace.
Order acknowledged.
$45.6. Getting closer to victory. Cycling the turn. I think we'll do one more turn here. Tough with no losses, nor many kills. We got 6 decisions awaiting us on round 103. And we've declined into a spoiled democracy. Do not ask what you can do for the nation, but ask what the nation can do for you. So it seems we don't lose the unlocked cards. Or the unlocked traits. Regime feats here. Or at least don't lose them right away.
Understood.
Get some fighter aircraft blueprinted up. And Hex ranged fighter. Get that developed.
Affirmative.
Aye, aye, sir. Understood.
I'm on it.
Understood.
Okay, so nation-wise, I suppose we might as well grab these.
Order acknowledged.
Copy that.
Permanent militancy, so militancy is only contracted by the ratio of militia to regular forces, and also militia ready to serve. Allows you to turn militia forces into regular forces, so that's an interesting interaction. Definitely some laws we can play with to make militia very interesting as a democracy, apparently. Yeah, I'm thinking of choices to put towards the next poll. Yep, getting close to the end of this run. Don't think we're going to finish it up today. Yeah, with less than 5% to go, I suspect we'll finish it sometime during the next stream. And it'll probably be one of those where it kind of finishes up with a whimper. I don't see what's holding us back being particularly nail-biting. It's just the slow march to victory at this point. Guys over here, march east. I can get them transported by a truck to the other side. That will speed them up a bit. Oh, you can actually be transported by truck. There we go. One transported. You get a hex. That's all we get. It's a start. Construction-wise, we're working on the bureaucratic office and the major high command palace. Getting those both done. Again, more bureaucracy. The bigger we get the bureaucracy, the quicker we can do various things. In particular, research technologies to develop the capacity to move around the nation a little bit better. And fight people better. Working on power banks, hoping to discover high-tech industry, working on urbanization. Military-wise, we're about to finish heavy combat armor. Really all we're missing for sort of the next generation infantry is the charged Gauss small arms. And there's a few other techs that wouldn't be terrible, like resonance scanners for double recon. That's the spy bonus. That's the recon bonus for spies. That's the hide points for troops. Yeah, things are going well. We're food positive or water oil positive, petrol positive, even with the power plants running. So we got adequate power to power the improvements. We're a little food short. Could probably improve that by expanding the agri-domes. The admin strain's still coming down here. Looks like it. We're down to 17%. It was a lot worse before. And yeah, expansion out here is going well. I think we will potentially clean up and finish in the next stream. Potentially in 2 hours and not in 4. Looking at Twitch chat, I'm seeing hurt if Iron 4 only played 4X game. Why is this? I don't know what you're trying to get with that. I don't know if that's a spelling mistake. It sort of sounds like you're trying to say Hearts of Iron 4 is the only played 4X game, and I'm not sure it is. This is a 4X game, and I'm not playing, and it's not Hearts of Iron 4 that I'm playing. Stellaris, I think, is 4X. I think technically you can classify Civ as 4X. Those are the 4X games that people play. And actually, I'd almost argue that Hearts of Iron 4 isn't a 4X game, because it's not a forgetting what the X's are in the 4X. It's missing a couple of 4X's for some of the X's in 4X games. So I wouldn't actually necessarily say Hearts of Iron 4 is a 4X game. Because one of them is Explorer, and you do no exploration in Hearts of Iron 4. Other than the tech tree if you're new to the game. Which isn't really exploration. It's explore, exploit, expand, exterminate. I think is the 4X's in the 4X genre. So you explore this world, you expand in this world, you exploit this world, and then you exterminate your enemies. Is why you consider this a 4X game. But yeah, there's definitely other 4X games that are played. At least if we're playing going by the definition of what a 4X game is. I'd probably say that Hearts of Iron 4 is really more a war game. And it probably is the most popular war game. I like other war games better than it. Like, I liked, what was the game we were playing the other day? It's a turn-based game. Strategic Command. I like Strategic Command better than Hearts of Iron 4. Although, that has to do more with Hearts of Iron 4. At least on my skill level, Hearts of Iron 4, there's like 4 games in any given patch. And then you get a little bit bored with it. People with higher skill levels than me probably have more fun with it than I do. But yeah, getting off topic here. We're playing Shadow Empire today. We're about to come to the end of the run. I hope everyone has been enjoying. Just a reminder, I am streaming this live to Twitch under the username WillCall, and I'm uploading the local recordings in 1080p and 60 frames per second to YouTube. If you're watching this on Twitch later on the Twitch VOD and you want a comment responded to, feel free to hop over to the YouTube channel and leave a comment over there. We haven't quite, because I'm recording ahead for helping someone move and a wedding. Not my wedding, but I'm going to go to someone else's wedding. At the moment, we're recorded far enough ahead that they're a little bit offset, because I'm basically preparing for being out for 2 weeks. But I hope everyone has been enjoying. So if you're watching this on Twitch, there might not be any of this Shadow Empire run up yet on YouTube. Although it should be up before it comes down off of Twitch, is the plan. Content stays up on Twitch for 14 days. So if you're watching this on YouTube and you want to see tomorrow's part, it should either be uploaded and available for you to see, or it should still be available on Twitch as a Twitch VOD. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and wish everyone the best of luck and a good time until the next part and or stream, as we end off here on the end of round 103. And with that, best of luck and a good time. Bye for now.